So when the Aidan Hutchinson thing happened,
Yes.
and nobody did it better, you broke it down better than anybody in this city.
I appreciate that.
Well, it's factual. I saw it. I had a front row seat for it. You told us, you said that there was going to be like a final component, right? For Aidan Hutchinson to officially, the body's fine. But you said there was another component. You said that you anticipated about game 3 or 4 was when Hutch was going to, quote, be back. Well, game 3, he looked pretty good.
I think it's game 3.5 because he looked a lot better in the second half than he did in the first.
Revisit that for me, Doc.
Well, I mean, you guys were drilling me every week on the Hutch update, right?
Yeah.
And I love it. And I love being
Hutchgate.
It was good to follow because he was so motivated. The guy, I like him in every aspect, not just on the field. What he's done, I think we got to touch him off the field too, but that mental, right? He's physically okay. His right and left side are still not equal in size, but you're starting to see that his fast twitch are kicking in. He's getting there a little bit quicker. Game 1 and 2, he was like, I don't know, hesitant, or his mental capacity, his right and left side of his brain wasn't working. It wasn't all triggering. When we saw what he did, the motivation of success too. I mean, you saw relief on his face when he had that sack. What did he do? He kissed to the world.
Yeah.
When he had that key fumble, everybody was riling him up. He was kind of just a quiet guy on the side. Nobody was patting him on the back. I mean, a lot of the other guys were showing up for the Lions. You weren't seeing Hutch getting that pat on the back, that slap on the helmet. When he did that sack and when he did that fumble recovery or knocked the ball out of the running back's hand, you just saw that different energy, that different element open up, right? That sigh of relief. I am here. I am making a difference. I'm a difference maker. I make a difference when I'm playing in that game. Wasn't really true, unless I'm wrong, in game 1 or 2. But game 3 in the second half, when he did it, was it by accident? He was getting double teamed. You know, if you really isolate the camera on him and watch it, I think that emotional, there's a chemical that gets released. When we're excited, there's a chemical. There's a physiological chemical release. I think he's had it. I think he's getting it back. This is me. I don't have to be hesitant. We talked about him being hesitant. He got shot blocked. He got some cheap shots to him, and he's still playing the game, right? Nobody took him out. That mental piece is probably as important or more important. I don't want to say more important than getting over the fracture, right?
You brought up the chop blocks and stuff like that, and the Lions actually sent a notice to the league telling them to watch after the first couple games how they were attacking Aidan Hutchinson and going at his legs. With the break, though, he's healed, right? Like, chop blocks on him is going to affect him like any other person that hasn't had a broken leg, or is he more susceptible?
I always say the highest risk factor for an injury is a previous injury. He's had that previous injury, but the bone sometimes heals even more so. He can heal stronger. With someone like Hutchinson, I say it's equal or even stronger than the normal bone. But the muscle and ligaments around it are still developing. His movements, his movement patterns. As much as you want to train, you try to train for real game day, but your body, I keep talking about the brain, right and left side, right? I mean, it sounds so out there, but it's real. When your brain, like me talking with my hands, which I'm not supposed to, that's a brain activity that you consciously have to be of, but I'm not conscious of my hands moving. It has to be automatic, and the brain needs to be recircuited. So there is all that happening, and it's, you can train, but game training and real game, you can't replace that. So he's getting that now, game 3, 4. I expect him to accelerate from here on out.
Talking with Dr. Pierce, as we do usually every Tuesday. Join us here on Wednesday, courtesy of the Michigan Sports and Spine Center, powered by MRI of Southfield. But we're talking the Aidan Hutchinson thing because you did kind of peg this almost down to the game. People are talking a lot, though, about the chop blocks and all that stuff right now. Danny G in the chat says, if Hutch gets hurt by one of these dirty chop blocks a player does, it better get ready for harassment for the rest of the year. I could tell just by the people's energy in the chat, they're very concerned about that.
Well, we talked about it, like I said, I predicted that.
Yeah.
he's a major player, a major force.
That's viewed
They're
as
picking
compromise.
our weaknesses.
And it's viewed as
Well,
compromise.
the Lions
yeah.
do it. Are we not guilty of it too? If we find a weakness in the other program, and they're like, oh, let's just avoid that guy, we're attacking that guy. So it's the NFL. It's a business. It's a lot's on the line. So am I surprised? No. Are they getting to the borderline of crossing the border on that? Yeah, I think they're right there. For the Lions to say that, I've seen it just with my, watching the games. But when you have isolated cameras that are just on Hutch, you can probably easily pick that out. I mean, double teaming, guys going high, guys going low. I mean, he's a force. It's bad, but it's the game, and we're guilty of it too. So, guys go to the winners, right? So,
I guess the people too, Doc, are thinking. Is there anything like you can say to kind of get? I don't want to say it's fear, but legit, Doc. Like every other.
Tell us he's going to be fine.
Tell us he's fine.
Tell us he's
Doc,
no matter how many times he's fine,
and they can do anything they want to him, and it doesn't matter.
He's invincible now.
Yeah.
I think at this point he's not a specialty on the defensive coach of the opposing team. He's just Hutchinson of yesteryear. They're playing him the same way. Are they trying to do cheap? No. Is a guy in there trying to make it known for himself? Does he not want to get beat by Hutch? There's mental on that offensive lineman too. This guy is not going to beat me. I got to do what I got to do. But yeah, overall, Hutch is fine. His bones healed. His ligaments are coming around. His mental brain set, his right and left side of his brain is kicking in. His secret sauce is all kicked in. We are at the best. I think Game 4 is going to tell. I think we got Hutch, the person that we anticipated to be back is back.
Love it.
Do you feel better now?
Yeah. Whenever Doc tells me things are fine, I believe him. Because Doc gives a shit.
No,
Doc gives a shit about the people. He knows.
No.
And he knows my mental needs to be right going into Sunday as well.
That is true.
Because I can't be there all stressed every time Aidan Hutchinson runs after the quarterback. Now I know they can hit his leg. Doc says it'll be fine.
Doc says it'll be fine. No, but Doc, look, I think we do this. I was guilty of it too because I didn't necessarily see that. But when you go back and you see it and you see the clips and when he got the first sack and everything like that, you're like, wow, Hutch is a human being. You know what I'm saying? Like there is questions or there is doubt or there is emotion. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I mean,
and we all fall into this trap, right? Like, get out there and go make the play. Like, he does have to prove some things to him. Even someone that's great like Aidan Hutchinson, he does have to prove things to himself.
Oh, God, yeah. God, Kobe had to prove things to himself. Michael has to prove. Every great player, his biggest critic is himself, right? Hutch has to prove to himself that he's ready. It's not being told by, oh, you're good. Trainer, you're good. You're healed. The doctors, you're healed. We gave you everything you needed. You're there. At the end of the day, I don't know about, I'm my biggest critic. I think the world needs to be more of that style. Be your own critic. You should be your own sounding board, your own cheerleader, your own criticism. Hutch is that person to the nth degree.
Why did you pick Game 3 though for things to kind of bounce back? Like, no, for real. Like, is it the 3 weeks? Is that what your brain needs to get it going? Is that just the comfort level?
We can get into a whole psych profile, but yeah, I mean, it's okay. Game 1, I'm nervous because I'm back on the field.
Right.
I got to take a hit. I've gotten through the game kind of like if we talk about the gears, we talk about gears a lot, right? So call fifth gear the top gear. I'm playing in 2-3 with my head's on a swivel. I'm looking for that guy to chop block me. Okay, I got through this game, no injuries. Okay, but I still have caution. So Game 2, you get a little bit more. Game 3, I've played 2 games. I'm looking at my tape. I'm watching myself. I see what they're designing to defend me. And then Game 3 is like an outbreak. Like, okay, I've made it through the 3rd game. I was kind of I like it was the second half of the 3rd game because that's right where I was, Game 3-4. So I'm we'll pull the tape of me saying that. But it's a mental capacity along with physical, and then you get to play it back in your head. I don't know about you guys, but like you, when you run, and me, when I play, I think back I play it all back. Like even doing this when I started, I'd watch my own film and try to improve on that. That's what the successful people do. They're their biggest critic. So he's done that. He's seen the tape. He's done the eval. He had no live tape. This is Hutch 2.0. right? All the old tape is fine, but now it's like he's got the actual tapes to be following that he can criticize himself.
Doc, as always, man, we appreciate the
Does that
insight.
make sense?
No, it does. Yeah, we appreciate the insight. Appreciate you being exactly dead on about Aidan Hutchinson.
Well, I get lucky once in a while, but I got to get through the whole season too.
Yeah.
But there's a lot more injuries, so I don't know what.
Not to the Lions, though.
No, Lions are. We came up
Unless you're
pretty good this
Davenport.
last week.
Yeah.
Well,
It was
Yeah.
Spenny lied to me on that.
It was
Yeah,
always
he
going to
did.
be a wash.
It was always going to be a wash with Marcus Davenport.
Hey, man.
There you go.